Hello chatbox out there. Today in this vlog I'm going to be telling you guys all about what I got to on my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of this week so far. I hope you guys are all having a lovely week so far. On Monday I was up the previous night, so I didn't get up till later on in the day. I then got up, got changed, showered, had some breakfast, and was just listening to a bit of music, watching some TikToks and vlogs, and then I was just sorting out my bluetac dolls, and I'm going to show you guys what it is now. Here is my main bluetac doll. I love her long hair, very Rapunzel vibes, and she's got a lovely bow in her hair as well. And yeah, I love her outfit. Very nice and colourful, nice pastel like tie-dye top underneath with a nice pink lace dress on top. And she's got some nice pink shoes. There's one of her shoes falling off. She's got some nice pink shoes, and I love her long hair. She's very beautiful. I've got 5 of them now. I only had 1 and now I have 5. And then I was doing some new illustrations in my new illustration pad, and I'm going to show you guys the new illustrations that I've just recently done. Ta-da! I love them. I love that one there with like the feather in her hair, and I just love the different types of outfits. I'm very into like ball gowns at the moment, massive shoulder pads, very 80s, and yeah, I love 80s and 90s fashion. And yeah, I spent most of the afternoon doing new illustrations and listening to a bit of music, had some lunch. My dad was back from being at work and gone off to bed. Older brother, sister, before work, I knew that I was going to fall over, it's fine. And I then was just listening to a bit of Kylie and was doing some colouring, working on my short story that I'm working on at the moment. Had some lunch and had some biscuits with a cup of tea, watched the Aussie soaps, and my mum was just watching a bit of TV. And then I was watching the Aussie soaps and some Aussie soap episodes, and I then was just listening to a bit of music while I was just doing some illustrations, and watched a bit of Friends and Doctor Who and Buffy. And then for tea we had steak, which is very nice, and my older brother was back from work, so is my younger brother, and my older brother had gone off to rugby training and younger brother had gone off to play football with his mates. And then I watched the UK soaps, wrote my journal, I put that away, and then had a watch cereal. My older brother was then back from being at training, and younger brother back from being at football. Older sister is at hers, and she'd come over to drop her car off for an MOT and use one of the other cars to get to work, and so she popped in to get the parcels and get the keys to the car she was going to be borrowing, and then went off. And my younger sister is up at uni, and I was just messaging her saying how she's doing up there. And then I was just watching some Buffy episodes and went off to bed. Then on my Tuesday I got up and I got ready for the day ahead. I was up about 7ish, early for me I know, and I was just listening to a bit of music, watching some TikToks and YouTube videos, and then I had a shower, got changed, had some buttered toast and a cup of tea, and was just watching a bit of TV. Mum then got up and she was like, "Are you ill? Why are you up so early?" And I was like, "Just up naturally." And my dad, younger brother and older brother and sister at work, and younger sisters at uni, and I'll be back to work this time next week. I'm so excited, 8 months off. I just cannot wait to get back to work. And then I got myself ready and I went off on a massive walk, and I got some fast snaps that I'm going to show you guys now. It was a really lovely walk. I then decided to head up to the high street to go have a look in the charge shops, and it began to rain. Luckily it was only like a little bit of drizzle, so I was like, it's fine. it's not going to like get me soaked. I didn't have a coat because it was nice and sunny when I started my walk, so I was like, I don't need a jacket, I don't need a coat, it's fine. For me, so of course I went and had a look at one of the chai shops and I got myself a hot chocolate from best hot chocolate place ever, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that hot chocolate now. It was so delicious, and one of my ex-colleagues, who's my family friend who plays rugby with my older sister and also myself, actually does touch rugby too, is working there now, and she's so lovely. So we had a really nice chat, and then I continued on with my look around the chai shops. Didn't get anything there wasn't much to find, no doll finds unfortunately. Hopefully there'll be some more dolls in the chai shop soon. And then I went off to my favourite flower shop and I got some flower snacks from there that I'm going to show you guys now. It's such a lovely flower shop. I love going there to get my flower nuts from there. They're all so lovely in there. The lady in there was telling me all about the different names of the flowers and about the flowers, which is so fascinating. And they're all just so lovely in there. And we had a really nice chat. And just as I'd gone in there to get the flower nuts from there, it began to tip it down with rain. And it was hitting the roof so hard. So I was like, best stay here for a bit. So then I waited for the rain to stop. I then went off to Greg's and got myself a Greg's lunch. Got to treat yourself at times. And just got a pasty, some apple juice, and then got some custard slices for me, my mum and dad. And there was one extra as there was a deal on, so I was like, someone else can have the fourth one, some lucky person. And I got home, my dad was back from work and he'd gone off to bed. And then I was just working on a bit of my short story, doing some new illustrations, a bit of colouring in, listening to a bit of music, uploaded the photos of the flower shops that I got while on my walk and from the flower shop. And then I was just listening to a bit of Kylie and with a bit of the Mopper Society. I had a cavity and some biscuits. I then was just watching some episodes of Doctor Who and Friends and Buffy and a little bit of Marin, and I've got back into watching that. And I was watching some YouTube and TikTok videos and a bit of Far Brown. My dad was doing sort of stuff on the house. My mum had gone off back to bed and she was up in the night and had a bit of a bad head. And my dad was then sorting stuff on the garden, and the doorbell was going, phone was going like Piccadilly Circus, and I was upstairs trying to watch Dodgy Soaps. So of course I kept on having to pause it, run down the stairs, open the door, get the passes. It's like a bloody depot place in my house because my siblings order so much stuff, and my older sister and her boyfriend's house didn't have a post box in their door, so of course all the parcels they get come to us. So of course it's always madness. And then my mum then got up and my dad took my mum off to the dentist, and he then went off shopping, and then he got her from the dentist and they got back. My older brother was then back from being at work and was winding me up. He's so annoying, he's such a wind-up merchant. And then my younger brother got back from being at work as well. I was then watching the Aussie soaps, wrote a bit of my journal, listened to a bit of music, and then for tea we had chicken curry and it was so delicious. And I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. I bloody love chicken curry. And then my older sister came back with the keys with the car that she borrowed as her car was done having its checkout. She then went off home and I had the custard slice from earlier on that I got from Greg's with a cup of tea, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. I bloody love a custard slice, they're so delicious. And I gave the other one to my older sister, so she took that home and then messaged me later on saying thank you for the custard slice, it's very nice. Plus, I then watched the UK soaps, and Ben and Callum Ballum are officially husbands. I'm so happy they got married, and it left off where Whitney tries to plough down Ben, Callum, Kat and Phil. They're all stood on the road and she passed towards them and she hit someone, but I'm pretty sure it's Kat. I know it's Kat because I paused it and my detective skills were on point, and everyone else is saying the same thing all over Twitter, all over Instagram. Loads of people are messaging like, oh, it's Kat, I hope she's alright. And some little bugger was like, oh, I wanted it to be Ben. And I was like, no, you didn't want it to be Ben because Ben and Callum belong together forever. And yeah, hopefully she's alright. And yeah, it's definitely a female body, and you can see her boots and the long hair. So unless Ben, Callum, Phil all of a sudden managed to grow long hair before getting hit, I'm pretty sure it is Kat. And yeah, such a brilliant episode. I knew they were going to end it on the duff where you don't know who's been hit, because I am pretty confident it is Kat. And then after watching the soap, I then had some toast and a cup of tea, and I was just listening to a bit of music, doing a bit of writing, a bit of drawing, and then I was watching this paranormal activity program. I then was just watching a bit of Ever After. Love that film, one of my favourite Drew Barrymore films ever. I then went off to bed, and today it is Wednesday. I got up, got showered and changed, had some toast and a cup of tea. My dad's back from work and sorted stuff on the house. Me and my mum just watched a bit of TV. Older brother, sister and younger brother have work, and younger sister is at uni. I've just been listening to a bit of music, doing a bit of colouring in, playing with my bluetac dolls and sorting out my dolls and dolls, and office as a little bit messy, and just doing some new illustrations, and had a cup of tea and some biscuits, and was reading a bit of the Micro Society. I'm so determined to get this book finished. I'm such a slow reader. Unlike my mum and younger sister and older sister who can read books like that, I'm such a slow reader, and it's really infuriating because I wish I was one of those who could read books really quickly, but I end up, because I'm such a slow reader. Also, I end up getting distracted or end up procrastinating and end up reading like 3 books on the go, because there's another book that will take my eye, and I'll go, oh, I want to start reading that as well. And yeah, I am determined to get this book finished from reading it, and can't wait. There's going to be a second one, and I think maybe a third one as well. And yeah, I just absolutely love the Micro Society. It's such a great read. I was then just watching some vlogs and TikToks. I uploaded some new TikToks and the watches weren't that good, so I ended up deleting them, only kept up one. And I think I'm going to be having a bit of a break from TikTok because I'm not finding it that much fun anymore. And yeah, it's just, I'm running out of TikTok creativeness juice, so I'm going to have a little bit of a break. So hopefully I can come back with some more TikTok duets and enjoy it more, because at the moment I'm just not really enjoying it. Maybe watching and liking, but not maybe doing as many. And then I was just watching some old episodes of EastEnders, Emmerdale and Corrie, and some Ballum fanfics. Still can't believe they're husbands now, so happy for them. And then I was watching some episodes of Glee, and I had some lunch. I had some tuna sandwiches and a cup of tea, and I'm now off to go and watch today's Aussie soaps. And The Sunshine has come out in force, and I'm so happy about that, so I'm probably going to go for a little stroll later on. I hope you guys have all had a great week so far. All have a lovely rest of your Wednesday and a great rest of your week. I shall see you later on in the week with another vlog. Bye.